I'm Stephanie with My Time Fitness, and today I have an EMOM Upper Body Strength workout for you. If you're not familiar with EMOM, it's every minute on the minute, so we will have minute intervals for each one of our exercises. We're going to set a goal rep for anywhere between 9 to 12 repetitions per each exercise. That will be different for everybody. You can adjust as you go along throughout your workout, and I'll kind of talk you through that. You're also going to want to save between 10 to 20 seconds of rest per each interval also, so keep that in mind. You will want dumbbells for this, also a mat. We don't really have a lot of floor work, so but other than that, your warm-up and cool down is included. If you haven't, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. Let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to start off first with a ventral and a lateral raise. So just up for that ventral, out for that lateral. Nice and controlled. Just warming up that upper body. Next up we have side bends. Another cold morning here. I'm going to try and push through with the tank top for now. So then off to one side, just a couple of seconds, and then off to that other side. Make sure you start your breathing up. Really focus on that. Next up, we have windmill arms. We're going to split that interval. Right here, nice rotation to that torso, nice big arm circles. Switch and go backwards and or forwards depending on the direction you were going. Next up we have wrist circles. Right here, we're going to just clasp those arms or those fingers, intertwine your fingers together, there we go, and just rotate those wrists. Nice and controlled, nothing crazy here. Switch directions. Next up, we have an arm swing side lunge. We're just going to alternate that. First, come to that side lunge, try to open and close those arms. Take a nice gentle side lunge here, because we're not working that lower body today. Just trying to get some movements. Next up, we have a speed bag. Again, we're going to split that interval. Right here, you're just going to make that speed bag motion. Just pick a direction, doesn't matter. Go ahead and switch. Next up, we have a low impact jack. So for that low impact jack, you're just going to come out, step out each side. Definitely already feel it in my arms. You need to, you can come squat down a little more, make your body work a little harder, and we're going to finish up with a walkout. Right here, come down, walk it out to a plank, walk it back up. If you need to, bend those knees. Makes it a little bit more easier, especially on those hamstrings. grab those dumbbells. Let's get into that circuit. All right, we're gonna start off with a forearm curl. I'm gonna use 10 pounds for hand here. I'll let you know what I'm lifting, but please lift what is good for you. Again, goal rep 9 to 12. Just gonna take those dumbbells in your hands, palms facing towards your TV, and bring them up and back towards yourself. Keep those elbows pinned to your sides. Halfway, you can start wrapping it up. I'm gonna try to make it to that 10 mark. I'm gonna stop there. Next up, we have an around the world. I'll be using 4 pounds per hand for that. Might be able to get in some more reps next time through after I'm done explaining each of the exercises. There we go. So right here, I take those dumbbells up and over. Inhale all the way down, exhale all the way up, nice and controlled. Try to keep that motion going up and down the same rate. Definitely don't rush through this one. If you can't get in as many for this one, that's okay. Some exercises may take a little bit longer than others. That's why I say we'll just adjust as we go. Stop there at 8 for that one. Next up, we have a front raise. I'm going to use 2 8-pound dumbbells for that. So right here, I'm going to lift them up and back down. Up, just about shoulder height, back down. Inhale all the way down, exhale all the way up. And one more, get in 9 reps. Next up, we're going to tricep kickbacks. I'm going to keep my 8 pounds per hand. Shake it out if you need to. So, nice bend in those knees, arms up, kick them straight back. Inhale the way in, exhale when you kick them back. Right, I'm going to stop at 12 there. That one goes by a little bit quicker. Next up, we have a reverse fly. So I'm going to be grabbing 4 pounds per hand for that one. Again, we're going to have a nice slight bend in those knees. We're going to hinge at those hips. Core engaged. Bring them up for a fly. Nice squeeze up top. Inhale all the way down, exhale all the way up. Stop at 12. Next time through, we'll have a better idea of our goal reps. Next up, we have a rotational punch. I'm gonna grab 6 pounds per hand. We're just gonna alternate. Here's some rotation and punch. Count that as 1. Inhale on the way in, exhale on the way out. I'm gonna stick to 9 for this one. Next up, we have an upright row. So I'm going to grab probably 12 pounds per hand. For this next one, keep those dumbbells out in front. You're gonna lift them straight up and bring those elbows back. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. I'm gonna stop at 9. Next up, we have a hammer curl, so I'm gonna keep those 12 pounds per hand. Same rules apply for a bicep curl. Arms pinned to the sides, up and down. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. Stop at 11 there. Next up, we have a bent over wide row. I'm gonna grab 10 pounds per hand here. Again, soft bend in those knees. Bend at or hinge at those hips. Dumbbells out in front. Bring them up and back. Nice squeeze at the top. Any Rice Krispies, that's okay as long as there's no pain associated. Stop on 11, and then our last exercise is an overhead press. I'll probably keep those 10 pounds per hand. Then we're going to repeat those all over again. At least now we have more of an idea for goal reps. Bring those weights to your shoulders, up and overhead. Core engaged, back neutral. Exhale when you press up, inhale on the way down. Oops, claiming my weights again. For that one, I'm going to keep my 10 pounds per hand for those forearm curls. Ooh, my stomach's talking. I'm gonna try this time for a goal rep of at least 10 per exercise. So set yourself a goal rep this time through, whether you want to try for more, if you need to go for less. One more for me. So we got around the world, sticking to those 4 pounds. Definitely gonna have to drop my weight a little bit this time through. I'm feeling it. That's one thing I like about these workouts, though, they go by super quick. I think it's because you're so busy focusing on reps, the time, giving yourself rest. But it feels like it's going pretty fast. This one I'm probably not going to be able to hit those 10. Just it takes a little bit more time to execute this exercise. And that's okay. Stop at 9. Next up we have that front raise. I'm going to drop my weight to 6 pounds per hand. Arms can't wait for this cool down though. Bring them up and down. Arms are on fire. Alright, that's my 10. Next up we have those tricep kickbacks. Maybe we want to stick to the 6 pounds so I can make it through. Yikes. Nice and controlled. Here's my 10. I'm going to take my added rest. Next up we have that reverse fly. I'm going to keep those 4-pound dumbbells. Definitely glad I decided on the tank top because, woo, the body heat, it's hot. Try to keep the rate going up and down the same for this one as well. Here's my 10. Next up are those rotational punches. I'm going to keep that 6 pounds per hand. We're halfway done. Halfway to that cool down. to your breathing. It's easy to forget when you're focusing on so many things. Next up, we have that upright row. I'm going to drop my weight down to 10 pounds per hand for that one. Up, elbows back. Yeah, I almost lost track of my counting. Which is not surprising. Alright, next up we have the hammer curl, which I'm going to keep my 10 pounds per hand actually. I usually have a little bit of a hard time keeping track of my reps and talking and explaining everything, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I think I've been pretty on point so far, so that's a goal all in itself for me. These are even getting really hard. Alright, I'm doing 10. Next up, we have that bent over wide row. I'm going to drop my weights down to 8 pounds per hand for this one. 2 more exercises to go. And get that much deserved cool down. Alright, there's my 10. We're going to finish up that overhead press. I'm going to keep my 8 pounds per hand for this one. We're so close. Up and overhead. Here's my 10. It was definitely a killer, but also quick. So I'll take it. I didn't feel like we just did 20 minutes of lifting, so it feels good. I hope it feels good for you too. Go get a quick drink of water if you need it and come back for that cool down. All right, we're going to get into a tricep stretch on our left. So bring the elbow up and back, toe touch in between those shoulder blades. I'm so used to doing my arm pull first, which we are doing next, by the way. So my brain was like, arm pull. Like, nope, tricep. Next is our arm pull on the left. Bring that arm up and across. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Next up, we have a tricep stretch on our right side. Bring that right elbow up and back. Next up, we have that arm pull on our right. Bring that right arm up and across. Next up, we have a chest opener to a tree hug. So right here, open up that chest, flex those hands back, get a nice stretch on that forearm, come round forward, and kind of move through your upper back there. Just switching between the two. Next up, we have deep side reaches. So right here, reach off to one side, come down, reach off to the other side. Next up, we have a wall chest stretch on our left. So you're gonna need an open wall. You're gonna lay that left hand up against your wall, about shoulder height, and just spin outwards away from that hand. Next up, we're just gonna switch to that right side. Right hand. And that is it for our workout. You need a little bit of extra stretching, go for it. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, what you liked, what you disliked. If you use weights, if you didn't, what your goal reps were. I'd like to know all that. Any and all feedback, love to hear it. Other than that, lots of water, nice healthy meal. If you haven't, hit that like and that subscribe button. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. You can join for free now, so definitely go check that out. I have a store on there where you can buy merchandise, workout programs. I have like week programs. I have a few 4-week programs. Just if you need something to kind of map out, your weeks of workouts. I have that, so definitely check that out. Also check out my FitFam membership on YouTube. There's a special workout every Friday for FitFam members only, so that's always awesome. Those will never be on YouTube, but you can also purchase them separately on my Patreon, so another reason to join my Patreon. Other than that though, I really hope you enjoyed this again. Thank you so much for working out with me, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.